chose to study design at Brunel because of its reputation as one of the leaders in Europe for teaching design. The most interesting thing for me about studying design at Brunel is the ability to take a product concept from the initial sketch straight through to the manufacture and installation on site. So to be able to see the products that you've been designing on your placement or during your time at Brunel actually installed somewhere is absolutely fantastic. So for my placement, I worked at an architectural lighting company called Ether Lighting, and whilst on placement I worked on projects such as the National Theatre, the Guildhall Art Gallery and places in Heathrow Airport, and that's been absolutely instrumental in my future career going forward from graduating. When I graduate, I will be working for Ether Lighting, who I was on placement with, as a senior product design engineer, and that's going to be my full-time job.
I chose to study design at Brunel because they have really good links with placement companies and industry, which helped me find somewhere to study during my year out. The most interesting thing about studying design is being able to meet a diverse array of characters on the course and getting input from all different areas. My placement was at the Medical Engineering Resource Unit, MERU, which is a charity which designs bespoke equipment for children with disabilities. 2 days ago I just got funding from the Inclusive Technology Prize for my project of an evolvable walking aid, which I hope to take further for the next few years.
I chose design at Brunel because the strong alumni support and a strong placement and careers centre that helps you try and get a job, and a strong placement to further my education. The most interesting thing about studying design is the amount of people you get to meet, as well as the strong set of skills that you can put through the rest of your life. My placement was with Avon Protection, with their respiratory protection side of the company. So I worked alongside firefighters and other first responder units.
I chose to study design at Brunel because at school I absolutely loved art, but I also really loved science. Brunel and product design was the best mixture that I could find between the two disciplines. Last year I worked at Team Consulting in Cambridge. It's a medical product design consultancy, so I did a lot of drug delivery devices, also a lot of work for people with chronic conditions, which was really interesting because I had to do a lot of research to get into the minds and the shoes of the people that I was designing for. When I graduate, I want to go into design, still product design, but I want to explore more of the business side of design as well. So something in consultancy, but also with a business aspect.
I chose to study design at Brunel University because it's close to central London, but also because it's got a good reputation. The most interesting thing about studying design is to get your hands on exciting projects, but also working with creative people and amazing teams. I did my placement year at Burberry, and I worked as a business analyst and did a little bit of project management, but also user adoption.
I chose to study design at Brunel because of the technical aspect and the sort of the aesthetical side that they can offer. Also, the opportunities that Brunel offers after the graduating is really beneficial, so that's why. I really like the getting down to the real technical aspect of design, so looking at the real functional capabilities of the product and nailing that. I worked at SMR Automotive down in Portsmouth for my placement. They are a design engineer firm designing door mirrors for cars. It's incredibly interesting. I learned a huge amount when I was down there. I really want to continue going down the more engineering route of design, so something like SMR would be perfect. Looking at the automotive industry ideally, but anything in the engineering side of things.
I chose to study design at Brunel because of the opportunities that I would gain at Brunel itself, and the fact that you can mention Brunel to anyone in the industry and they know exactly where you're from and what your qualifications would be. It's brilliant to be able to make a functional product that looks good and people enjoy to use. I did my placement with Beco Things, who are an eco-friendly pet and baby company who specialise in creating products that are fun but eco. When I graduate, I want to move into the toy design industry, as this is a more playful aspect and fun and allows me to be a kid as well as designing interesting products.